Hey, what's up, everyone? So, I want to go over how to create text on a part and the text to be flush with the surface of that part. So, not protruding or not embedded into the part, depressed into the part. And it's not always apparent on how to do that since we usually have an emboss or a deboss parameter in the 3D modeling software. So I'm gonna go over how to do that. So what I'm gonna start with, a simple rectangular sketch, and we'll make it 30 by 60 millimeters. And I'm gonna go ahead and insert the text into this sketch. I'll grab this corner, go over to this corner, and I'll do something simple. I'll abbreviate my channel name. I'll do A12B, Arc 12 builds. And usually it'll start you off at a letter height of 10 millimeters. And sometimes you have to just be careful with how small you make the letters, because then when you put it in a slicer, you'll see that some of the letters get cut off. So I tend to stay around 10 millimeters, maybe 9, and usually larger than that. So this one I'll do 15, and I'll align them both to the center. I'll click OK, finish sketch, and what I'll do is I'll extrude this downwards, and I'll do -2. Make it a simple small part, and then I'll reactivate the sketch, and I'll click the letters. And you can do this two ways. You can do this by using the emboss tool, and you can click the sketch profile you want, which would be the letters, and the faces would be the face of this rectangular shape or part, and you would want to deboss it. So you can do it this way, and it'll pretty much create a cut in the surface and the shape of these letters. And the other way you can do it is simply just by clicking the letters on the sketch using the extrude command, and then going in the negative to cut the surface. So depending on the profile you have in your 3D printer, if you have it set to a 0.2 millimeter layer height, or 0.16, or 0.12 and 0.08, you're going to want to go down by that many, however many layers you want the letters to show. So if you're doing a dark background to a light colored letters, you would want to do a few more extra layers, so that way the darker background doesn't bleed through the lighter colors. So for instance, I'm gonna do black for the rectangular shape, and I'll do yellow for the letters. So for this one, I'll simply just do -0.4, because it's I'm using a 0.20 millimeter layer height profile. So this will do 2 layers of the yellow, and the rest will be black. So when I turn off the sketch, you see it's depressed. And simply to have these letters show flush with the surface, you would do the extrude command again, and you would click all the letters, and then you would raise it up by how much you cut down. So since I cut down a -0.40, I'm gonna raise it by 0.40, or two layer lines. So you see that it disappears over here. That's because this operation is set to join. You don't want it to join. You want it to set to new body. Press OK, and here it's on the surface now. If you would have joined it, it would have disappeared, and it would have just been a flush rectangle. So So another cool thing that you can do, you can go to the Modify tab and go to Change Parameters. And if you go over here to Model Parameters, and in this case it's unsaved, it's called unsaved. It's whatever you save it as, it would show up over here. So we go to Sketch 1, and you'll see this is the dimension of the rectangle, the length of it. This is the width, and then you have the text height over here. So if, let's say, you wanted to make it larger, you can make the text larger. And it doesn't throw any warnings or anything like that. It's within reason, and you can make it smaller if you want. So this is a quick way to change your parameters of what's in your sketch without having to actually go back and edit the sketch and do all that other stuff. And you could change also what's written in here. I could put a B, I could put a 5, and it's perfectly fine. So I'll change this all back to what it's supposed to be. So now I'm ready to send this over as a step file into my slicer. Okay, so now it's in the slicer, and you can't really make out the letters too much. But what you want to do, so when you go to the objects, you see that it all came in as one part. So we have to separate this into objects before. So what you would want to do, you want to put the letters down now. So you would lay on face, lay that on the face. You can also verify. It's hard to make it out, but you can see that there's a little something there, right there. So what you want to do now is you want to click the part, split to objects, and now you see that we have the letters here. So I'll put them as yellow. You see now that's where everything's at. And you have to remember that if you use a 0.20 millimeter layer height as your cut in the infusion, when you model this, you want to leave it here. You don't want to change it to 16 or to any other number, because it will interfere with the layer height for this. So for this section, I would leave it as it at 0.20 millimeters. I'll leave it at that. And then if the letters are really small, you want to activate the Arachne mode. But for this one, classic is fine. The letters are rather large. And I just did 3 wall loops. I kept everything pretty much the same, and I put adaptive cubic. You could do gyroid. You could do, for the sake of saving material, you could do liner or lightning. It really doesn't matter. It depends what you're going for, what you're using this for. So now I'm going to set this to print, and you just always want to make sure, you want to look over your first few layers. You want to make sure that everything looks all right, because I have run into small issues when I load large files with a lot of different parts, and they all have labels where the first layer looks kind of weird, but this one looks good. And I'll show you guys the finished product in just a moment. This is the finished part. And it looks pretty good. Little pinhole defect right there, but that can more than likely be resolved by adding extra layers to this, possibly 0.6, 0.8 millimeter cut and a fill. I'll add two more layer lines to this, but I do like the finish a lot with it printed face out on the build plate. So this is how you print letters flush on your parts. If you guys enjoy the content, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any things to add to how to do this better, please share in the comments. Catch you guys next time.